Hello and welcome everyone, this is Nesmoji and this is episode 3 of our Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share. So sit back, relax, and grab a snack, and let's play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is why I said earlier it's a good idea to catch some high roll bass, because that is the missing ingredient to the old man's recipe. We'll go over there and give that to him and get that warm doublet. Another thing I like to do that I think is a good idea, especially when you're starting out, when you come across weapons that you have already, that little glint means it's brand new. And this woodcutter's axe I have is not glinting as such. It's not a bad idea to get rid of the old and get a new, brand new one, so that it'll last you a bit longer. I am going to gather just a little bit of wood. I think it's good to have some on hand. A little farther down the road we'll need a lot of wood for a side quest, but that doesn't come until later. Another way you can take trees down without ruining your axes or swords is by using bombs. And if you switch between the two bomb types, you don't have to worry about the reload time. Up at the top of this cliff is the third shrine. That's what I'm heading for. Here's the third shrine, where we will get the Stasis rune. That is unfortunate. I thought I'd have enough time for that rune to recycle before I could use it again. I guess not. The Stasis rune does have a cooldown, but I thought that it had been renewed already. Perhaps I won't be so hasty this time. Alright, just one shrine left to go. At least for now. I don't think... Well, I don't think the Traveler's Bow... I guess it would be better than these Boko bows. So to get the worm doublet, you actually have to meet the old man in the forest, down below the Shrine of Resurrection and below the Temple of Time, so that's where we're headed now. Because you will need the worm doublet to get the last rune and reach the last shrine. You can use recipes with spicy peppers and other foods like that. But with the worm doublet, you don't have to worry about a countdown timer before those recipe effects wear off. So where that smoke is down there, that's where the old man is. So that's where we're headed. Well, that's where he will be. I know he's still by his campfire up here, but he will be down there during the night. During the day, he hunts in those woods. And speaking of hunting, I spy a target. Oh, that I was too short in the aim. That's alright. Get a fire arrow here and reveal another Korok seed. So to make the recipe for spicy meat and seafood fry, you need fish, you need meat of some sort, and a spicy pepper. And now you just sit by the campfire until night, till the old man is here. There is one thing I want to do before we go to that last shrine. And it's not hunting boars. There's a better shot. In this clearing is a giant monster called the Stone Talus. And you can actually defeat him at this point in the game, so I'm going to do that. Just make sure you've got your bomb stasis. It works much easier that way. You don't want to stay on his back the entire time because he will push you off. Just like that. But I find if I get 4 hits in him, sometimes 5, and then hop off his back, then I can jump right back on. And taluses are great to take down because of all of the precious ore that they drop. And the gems and things. Great for selling, great for armor enhancement. Alright, now that that's done, I'm just going to leave a stamp right here. It's time to head up to the last shrine on the plateau, at least for now. And if you saw that shooting star fall, if you can make it to those locations before morning and you get a star fragment, those are super helpful. However, I cannot, as of yet, leave the plateau. Well, I probably could, but I don't want to leave quite yet. So I'll look for shooting stars later. Now, just a couple things about this area. Stay out of the water because your health will drop rapidly if you go in. It's a very quick way to die, so best just to stay out. Swimming really isn't an option at this point. At least not in those frozen waters. You don't want to get too close to those ice choo-choos until they turn that dark bluish black color. And that's exactly why. I've noticed the little choo-choos tend to have a bigger blast radius than the larger ones do. When they send off their icy chill, or for the fire ones, their big flame ball after they explode. Before going up to the shrine, you can go behind that waterfall back there, so that's where we're headed. There's a stronger sword back there. By the way, when we do game playthroughs, do you prefer the commentary or do you prefer no commentary? Leave a comment below and let me know. I try and only leave comments when I think there's a useful tip or hint for viewers to see and know. Do not be tempted to swim for that chest. That water is the same icy temperature as the river down below, and your health will drain very rapidly. Instead, we'll use the rune from this shrine to get that chest. Just to show you, these cryonis blocks will dodge against the Guardian laser blasts. I don't really want that. Alright, before we go to that area where the four shrines intersect, let's get this treasure box out of the freezing pond. You can have 3 cryonis blocks active at once, at the same time. When you try and attempt to make a 4th, the most earliest cryonis block that you used, that you created, will break. So just keep that in mind as you're using this. You can also break cryonis blocks with that little hammer symbol there, so be careful of that. So the spot where those 4 shrines intersect is, of course, the Temple of Time, right here. And I think instead of going over there for the sake of time, as far as walking across Mount Hylia, this area here, I'm going to warp close to it to get there faster. Now I know that there are differing views out there as to whether or not to get your stamina vessel filled first or get enough hearts from the Master Sword first. I tend to lean towards getting enough hearts from the Master Sword first, since the Master Sword is incredibly useful. You do need 13 hearts in total to get the Master Sword. And so I'm going to continue to upgrade heart containers until I have enough for the Master Sword before I upgrade the stamina wheel at all.
done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight bravely lapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That night was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Alright, and I think we'll end it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And also don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when we upload more videos. So thank you for watching and have a great day.